Hi guys, yesterday I just received a good news and my Schengen visa was approved by the Embassy of Austria. As you know, I am living here in Jeddah, so nag-apply ako ng Schengen visa ko here in Jeddah, and then the approval was done in Embassy in Riyadh. And I would like to share to you, if you are living here in Saudi Arabia, on how to do the DIY process of Schengen visa. Right here with me is a list ng mga kakailanganin ninyong requirements, but I will discuss it into details. Now, let's begin guys. Before deciding kung saan kayo pupuntang bansa sa Europe and before booking a plane ticket, make sure to check first the availability of schedule ng VFS appointment, because maybe yung pupuntahan yung bansa is wala nang available appointment on that month. Best countries na maraming available slot is Austria. So dito ako nag-apply. And since mas maraming appointments sa Austria, dito na ako nag-decide na papasok. Also, Austria has the highest approval rate compared sa ibang Schengen countries. But take note, it is very tough country also sa pag-comply ng documents. Dahil nga siguro mataas yung approval rate nila, kaya ganun din sila ka-strict, making sure na lahat ng applicants nila is papasa sa Schengen visa. Now, with the VFS, kinuha ko yung services nila na hub and talk. Ibig sabihin, pwede mo silang i-chat, i-message regarding sa application mo, and tutulungan ka nila para i-comply yung mga missing documents mo, at tuturuan ka rin nila kung ano yung mali doon sa mga application mo. Also, I availed the courier para once ready na yung passport ko, pwede nang i-deliver sa lugar kung nasaan ako. On that case, pinadeliver ko siya sa accommodation ko. Other than that, I will advise you na doon na rin kayo magpa-picture sa VFS kasi malaki ang chances na pauulitin kayo ng picture. You will have to pay also in VFS the visa fee. All in all, I paid around 600 riyals sa VFS. Now, for the requirements, since in-avail ko yung hub and talk, sila na rin yung nag-fill up ng application form ko. Kasi sobrang tricky ng mga application forms nila. May mga lumang application form kasi na available pa rin online. So, updated na yung application form, lalo na ng Austria. Although they have same and similar application forms, pero may mga specific talaga na application form ang bawat bansa. Next requirement is 2 recent passport size ID photo. So sabi ko nga kanina, doon na kayo sa VFS magpa-picture kasi papaulitin na din kayo. Kasi dapat ganito kalapit yung picture nyo. Ganon. Also, you have to avail travel insurance. May binili ako una sa Al Rajhi Takaful pero nireject yon ng VFS. Binigyan nila ako ng mga list of insurance kung saan na ako pwede mag-avail. Kasi gusto ng Austrian Embassy na yung COVID coverage is unlimited. So, ito lang yung naalala ko sa binigay sa akin. Number 1, Saudi Arabian Shield na insurance, and then yung AXA. Just buy the cheapest insurance kasi hindi pinapakita yung policy. Take note that the minimum coverage should be 30,000 euros. So you have to book an air ticket reservation. This guys, ang hirap kasi magpa-reserve lang kasi baka ma-check na dami ticket lang yung ginamit nyo. For me, kasi sure naman ako na ma-approve, bumili na ako ng book ticket. Which means nagbayad talaga ako kung magkano yung price nun. As in confirmed ticket siya. I booked Jeddah to Vienna and then Budapest to Jeddah. Budapest is in Hungary. Next is hotel booking. Ito naman, okay lang kapag may credit card kayo, you can use it kasi pwede namang i-cancel. And then, original employment letter. Since dito tayo sa Saudi Arabia, you have to obtain a certificate of employment na naka-Chamber of Commerce. In it, you have to mention your job, your salary, your tenure, kung ilang years na kayo nagtatrabaho sa company ninyo, and then ask the HR to add no objection and mention the dates when you are leaving. Don't forget na i-mention din doon that you are only going for tourism. Now, financial means. So with this, you have to obtain a 6 months bank statement showing the flow of your expenses and then yung 6 months salary ninyo. What if naka-vacation ka on a certain month doon sa 6 months na yon? Well, you just have to add another months. Mas okay if more than 6 months yung isasubmit ninyo sa kanila. For me, since nag-vacation ako noong January, sinubmitan ko sila ng 9 months. Also, this bank statement should maintain at least 10,000 reals. Pero for me, nagsubmit na ako ng 13,500 balance. Kailangan meron kayong 100 euro budget each day. So since ako, 13 days ako, nag-budget ako ng around 5,000 reals. Which means yung 13,000 is more than enough doon sa kakailanganin ko sa travel ko. Also, yung bank statement kailangan kinuha talaga sa bangko. Hindi pwedeng i-download lang at isasubmit. So, pupunta kayo ng bangko, have it authenticated or kailangan may bank stamp or bank seal. And hindi naman to nakalagay doon sa requirements because this is only for Saudi national. Pero nag-add na rin ako ng statement of account ng credit card ko. This will prove na kaya kong isustain ang sarili ko kapag yung budget ko naubos na. Next is valid IQAMA. Make sure it is translated into English with Chamber of Commerce. And most importantly, kailangan valid siya 3 months prior sa journey ninyo. Which means kailangan may balance pang 3 months after ng arrival ninyo at mapapaso yung IQAMA ninyo. And this is my case kasi ang arrival ko is August 27 and mag-expire na ang IQAMA ko ng October 10. That's only 1.5 months. So, they asked me to renew my IQAMA. Buti naman at nakausap ko yung company ko at i-renew pa naman nila ako for another contract. Then, they renewed my IQAMA for 1 year. Of course, the exit re-entry visa. Malalaman ng visa officer yung expiry ng IQAMA ninyo kasi magre-reflect yun sa exit re-entry visa. And then, finally, kailangan yung passport nyo valid pa at least 6 months. Kung may previous travel naman kayo ng Shenzhen, you can include the visa page sa pag-submit ninyo. Also, make a photocopy of your applications. Yung photocopy naman, para yun sa inyo. So, just in case may kakailanganin kayong revision, meron kayong reference. And I will add some additional requirements na hindi naman hinihingi but I added it sa application ko. Number 1 is yung open letter and then yung itinerary of travel. Yung itinerary of travel ko, it's very detailed. It will only show na pinaghandaan ninyo yung bakasyon ninyo. And make sure to put in your itinerary na mas marami kayong days na spend doon sa country na unang papasukan ninyo. They don't mind if you're going to another country because it's part of travel. Like Slovakia, it's only 1 hour train from Vienna and then Budapest 2 hours naman. But make sure mas marami kayong days na isuspend sa lugar na papasukan ninyo. Like for me, Austria. 8 days ako doon. And then I also included the vacation leave form. This one is stamped by the HR. Also, I included my payslip stamped by the accounts. And then, may inad pa ako yung Pro-Life Insurance ko, which proves na whatever happened, other than the travel insurance, I have another insurance to support me. Yun lang yung mga requirements na sinubmit ko. And for the approval of visa, it only take for me 12 days. Kung hindi na ako hinanapan ng additional documents, maybe 5 days lang noon, tapos na ako. But after submitting the additional requirements, 5 days lang may result na yung Shenzhen visa application ko. And sobrang nakaka-thrill lang while waiting for the visa kasi hindi mo alam kung na-approve ka o hindi. Not until makikita mo yung passport mo. So good luck sa application ninyo. I hope you will get a visa approval.